It's minicamp and OTA season, and today we're looking at the Kansas City Chiefs and getting a good look at Brashard Smith. We're going to watch him work through some drills, catch some balls, and everything else. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at these players every day and what they're doing at practice. Rookie camp, minicamp, OTAs, training camp, everything in between, interviews. So you know what your players are doing behind the scenes. Your rookies, those quarterback battles, those guys are drafting in fantasy soon. Click that button. Stop missing out on what your players are doing. Today we're looking at Brashard Smith. We got a lot to talk about him. We got 24 seconds of clips, but he's a very interesting player on a team that just fits his skill set. There he is. No, it's not. That's Pacheco. He's coming up shortly. There we go. The 3 and a 1. There we go. 30. The 3 and a 1 tripped me up. There he is there, right there. A closer look. Boom. The thing about Brashard Smith, coming out of high school, we're very highly recruited. Not super high, but we're up there as a wide receiver. We go to Miami, and it just ain't working out. We go to SMU, we switch to running back, we go off. We're twitched up. We got speed. We got that 4.3 speed, and we can catch the ball out of the backfield. Not just like a running back in the flat, but implemented as like a slot wide receiver. He can run routes. You can move him all over the field. Remember when you had Jerick McKinnon back there, and he was like your specialty running back with that speed, with that explosiveness, the ability to do everything, but especially being able to catch the ball in the backfield. Here you go, but younger. And in his younger days where that speed's still there, and it's jazzed up. And he was productive at SMU. Productive. This is a player to pay attention to. This is a player to watch throughout the offseason. When we get into training camp, we get the pads on, that speed's really going to hit. They're going to find ways to get him on the field. As a Chiefs fan, you're going to hear Chris Collinsworth talk about him in some of these big matchups. Talk about his speed, talk about how he's a former wide receiver. He's going to talk about it over and over and over again because he's just got those couple talking points. I already told you about that. But the thing is, over time, he's going to carve out a larger role with this team. When you think about this for fantasy football, Dynasty, late round dart throw, everybody knows that. The case has been cut for Dynasty. Redraft, though. You're not really looking at running backs this late in the draft, not usually. But when we're in the double-digit rounds and we're looking at waiver wire players, you want to slam those rookie running backs from this year's class. And you're going to miss on a lot of them, but the ones that hit are going to win your league. The thing is, this is the deepest, most talented running back class of all time. Guys like Brashard Smith and any other draft class go a few rounds higher. That's just how it is because there's not as many running backs to choose from, so teams don't have to sit on their hands as much and wait on the position if they're thinking about running back. He's got a skill set that fits with this team. He's got a skill set here that can allow him to be productive. If you're playing in a PPR league, which most of you are, this is the type of player to look at. Do I expect him to take over the backfield instantly? I mean, I did not expect Kareem Hunt to come back. I did not expect that. Nobody expected that in March last year. Nobody expected what happened in this backfield last year. There weren't many injuries at the running back position last year. That should ramp up to average. Not saying there's going to be Armageddon, but it's going to feel like that when it ramps up to average. That being said, we might incur more injuries at the running back position globally, which means some of these rookies are going to get their opportunity, their moments, and you're going to want to have some stashed away just in case they get their moment. And to pick which ones is just guessing right on the attrition that hits. Brashard Smith here is a running back, 4.3 juice who can catch the ball in the backfield. This team's trying to make it a track meet. They're actually idolizing some of the things you're seeing at Miami, but they've always had speed because of the Tyreek Hill days. They've always had that, always wanted that. They play the short game. They want to get yards after the catch. They also want to spread it downfield a little bit more. You're seeing that with the transactions, but they got some talent here. This is a running back to pay attention to. Chiefs fans, be excited. Be excited to have this guy on your depth chart because he can do a number of things. Even if he develops to being just like a role player, getting 5 to 8 touches a game, any one of those touches can be housed. Any one of those touches can be a big moment. from it being a key first down to it being an 80-yard splash. That's what you're looking at here. That's what you're looking at here. That being said, let me know what you think about him in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.